And now Feng Yilei joins us for more on her takeaway from the press conference this morning. Yilei, take it over.
Well, thank you, Maman. In the process of drafting the decision, China's central authority attaches great importance to listening to the opinions and suggestions, especially from Hong Kong SAR government and people from all walks of life. And they have recently voiced their firm support for the NPC decision by various means, including making statements, giving interviews, contributing signature, and setting up supportive booths on the street. And there's a survey conducted by the Hong Kong Research Association shows that around 70% of the respondents support the NPC decision. For example, principal officials of the Hong Kong SAR government expressed their full support for the decision, and President of the Hong Kong SAR, Leco, said he hopes that after the NPC Standing Committee completes the relevant amendments, the executive authorities of Hong Kong SAR will swiftly present the draft local legislation to LECO for scrutiny so that the relevant elections can be held in an orderly manner in the next 12 months. And the Chief Secretary for Administration of the Hong Kong SAR government said the government will fully cooperate and support the relevant follow-up work, including strengthening explanation to the public, striving to complete the local legislative procedures as soon as possible. And Secretary for Justice of the Hong Kong SAR government said it is constitutional and legal for the NPC to adopt a decision plus amendment approach, and the Department of Justice is committed to fully support the government in amending local legislation and making necessary arrangements for the many elections in the coming 12 months. Besides, Commissioner of Police of the Hong Kong SAR government said the Hong Kong police force will continue to deliver their service faithfully according to the law. Apart from that, major political groups and organizations in Hong Kong also said they will implement the NPC's decision with full cooperation, saying the new democratic electoral system suited to Hong Kong's realities and has Hong Kong's characteristics can keep the anti-China and destabilizing forces out of the administration and facilitate the LECO to fulfill its duties of monitoring the SAR government as well as improving its governance and enable Hong Kong to focus on addressing pressing issues, including developing economy and improving people's livelihood. Back to you.
Yeah, and what are some of the reactions right away from that press conference, both in support and against this decision?
Well, as I said, many people from all walks of life have expressed their support on the new decision, and just as senior officials in Beijing detailed the plan to improve Hong Kong's electoral system as well as its legal basis. After approval of the decision, the Chinese authorities said the NPC's standing committee will soon work on the amendments of the Annex 1 and 2 in the Basic Law of Hong Kong to decide the specific method of selecting the chief executive and the formation of LECO. And after that, the Hong Kong SAR will amend the relevant local laws accordingly, and a candidate qualification review committee will be established to vet and confirm the qualifications of candidates for the election committee members and the chief executive as well as the legislative council. So the decisions also states that the Hong Kong government is required to improve the system and mechanisms related to the qualification review, adjust local laws in accordance with the amended basic law annexes, and organize and regulate election activities. So senior officials of the Chinese central authorities said that the move is actually absolutely no such thing as changing the one country and two systems policies.
Of course. Thank you so much, our Feng Yilei, bringing us the latest from the press conference.